Cheers, boys. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Liquor Run Podcast. I'm Nick.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Canute.
And this week we are reviewing something a little bit above our normal price range, but it is 360.
I don't know,
Call it
man.
360 vodka.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
This
360.
This is a very interesting bottle. The sticker says $22.99. I'm pretty sure it was like on sale a little, and I got it for like $21.
Yeah.
So
this is like slightly above what we would normally pay for anything.
I will say that the bottle is interesting. So it has the way the top opens is not a screw top. How would you describe this?
It's a pop top.
It's not a pop top.
No.
It's got like wire. And
it has
it's a latch.
It's got a latch. So
yeah.
it has this one wire latch. Like you turn out, and then it releases the pressure on like the cork at the top, and you pop it up, and you put the cork back in, and again, I'm not sure how
you're probably hearing the snaps.
Yeah, you're hearing the snaps of it opening and closing. And when I looked at it, looking at the top, I assumed it was glass, and I grabbed it, like, holy crap, why is this on a plastic bottle?
Yeah, it's a really weird combination of bottle and fancy top.
The bottle's already over half empty, though. Have any of us actually taken a straight shot of it?
Nope.
No.
I sipped on it a little.
Okay, I haven't had any of it straight yet.
What today's episode mostly will be about.
Yeah.
What we'll discuss in a little.
Right. But yeah, so none of us have actually had it straight yet. And I will say, at least in mixed drinks, I don't remember it being, too terrible.
Mm.
So, I'll pour this up.
See.
Who wants the fluted? Vodka Man?
Yeah, Vodka Man.
Vodka Man. That'd be a great superhero.
Fuck, what would he do?
He would pour vodka for people.
I was gonna say he would just
vodka
get really drunk.
he would
really
piss
big
vodka.
shot of that.
Yeah, that's a superpower. Oh man, that is a full. Oh,
I mean,
God.
all the shots are pretty full, to be honest.
But
Jake's
it's
is quite
so
Let's
much
not
bigger.
cheers with this. Like
yeah, they're no, we got it.
I'm not gonna be able to take this in one shot.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh God.
Oh, we spilled some. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, that wasn't bad. That's what happens when you spend money on it. Spend money, $21.
Ah. That was so much vodka.
I think I might like this. It has an initial odd flavor.
At first, it tasted very watery. The aftertaste is still strong, but there's almost no initial taste to me.
Sorry, I'm recovering.
Complete side note. Sorry, off track. Where is the sheet of shorts?
Oh, it's in here somewhere.
Why, do you have an idea?
No, I want to see if we wrote down the one where Nick has to tell the difference between potato, vodka.
We definitely wrote that down.
We did?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Okay.
Okay.
I was just making sure because I was just like, brain fart. Is that the one we forgot?
No, we have that one down.
Shorts to come at some point.
Yes, I'm very excited for shorts. Speaking of, I guess, just our recording schedule, this should be mentioned. A lot of the coming episodes are going to be very pre-recorded. This is episode 9 we're doing right now. The exception is episode 10, the episode that will come out the week after. It will come out on December 21st. That episode is coming out on the day of my graduation.
Woo.
No, not woo. I don't want to graduate. So
5th year.
I wish. Well, I mean, I'm only 3.5 in, so
That's true.
But so we're pre-recording episodes to backlog for winter break when we're not around each other. Episode 10 will be recorded out of order. It's going to be a very special episode. We have something special planned, but we wanted to do it on the week of the graduation, the actual recording.
We figured it would add to the celebration.
Oh, it's going to add to the celebration. It's going to be a celebratory. It's our 10th episode, and, on the graduation, it makes a lot of sense.
And since we forgot to mention that one of our episodes came out on Thanksgiving, we forgot to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. We're going to celebrate Canute's, and we're going to actually mention it on the podcast.
Oh, my graduation, you mean?
Yeah, because we're not recording it on the day of your graduation, so...
Yeah, exactly.
And I just realized something.
What?
Oh wait, no. This one 10 would come out on the 15th.
No, it won't come out on the 15th straight.
We'll
Oh my god, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
A little insight into how this shit works.
There's a piece of loose leaf paper with a lot of scratch marks on it.
I haven't seen it since we made it, so it's probably gone.
Yeah.
Anyway, how'd you guys like the vodka?
Like I said, I thought it had...
we're all here.
Obviously better than Fleischmann's and Georgie.
Yeah.
Again,
we haven't officially talked about Georgie.
That's true. Yeah. We haven't done it. We're gonna do it on the podcast at some point.
We didn't do Georgie?
No, we
no.
did Amsterdam.
No, yeah, because there was that time that we used Lindsay's stuff, and that's when we did the Calypso, not the Georgie.
Yes,
that's
we're gonna do Georgie that day.
Right. Okay. But even still, okay. So how about this? Would you compare this to New Amsterdam? Because price range, this is more like New Amsterdam than it is like Fleischmann's.
Worse than New Amsterdam.
Worse than New Amsterdam.
Can't remember New Amsterdam that much.
Did we black out that night?
Yes.
Okay.
Me and Jake did.
I didn't. That's
Yes.
right. Yes.
New Amsterdam just seemed unoffensive.
Offensive.
Like, it didn't have like a flavor or taste,
Mhm.
or really. This one has a weird beginning.
This one also, for once, we did chill our bottle.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Yes.
Good
Yeah.
for us. Well, we didn't buy it today.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
So-
Usually when we buy it today, it just kind of stays in
7.
someone's backpack until we drink it.
Mm.
I think the chilledness definitely, again, always chill your drinks. It definitely made the initial in the mouth better. The aftertaste, what'd you guys think of the aftertaste?
I didn't like it that much.
I didn't think it had an aftertaste. The problem with me was I had a beginning taste.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not used to like.
But the thing is that shot, Canute filled my shot up really big. 'cause
Yeah, I mean,
also
my
took
shot
the
was also very
fluted.
big. Yeah, you took a huge shot.
So that was like 2.5 ounces as opposed to 1.5 ounces, and I had to take that in 2 or 3 gulps.
Yeah.
So it kind of just made it worse. That's why I said
Mhm.
I'm recovering, because it
Was a big
hurt
shot.
more than a shot of vodka normally would.
Right.
So but the taste was pretty immediate.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
wasn't good.
Yeah, no, it was like, but it was only lasted like a little bit, and then it was nothing.
Yeah.
Again, the initial taste I would actually almost even draw as kind of like Tito's.
I don't like Tito's, so
I mean, I do.
yeah. So it's I would say that's probably pretty close. It's Tito's. They're very similar vodkas, probably.
Well, Tito's is almost twice or 50% more expensive. It's usually like a $35 handle.
It's just a little bit more upscale than I guess than
Yeah.
this. But
Maybe it does actually compete with it, and just it doesn't have the name behind it.
True. Let me well, it would have the price point at the very least.
it's not a very catchy name either. 360?
Yeah, I guess not.
And it doesn't say handmade anywhere.
Yeah, like that really
That
really
yeah,
makes
like
it
that.
better.
handmade vodka.
Yeah, but it's from Texas. I mean,
Yeah.
who wants a vodka from Texas?
That's true.
Texas doesn't do many liquors right, I would say. It's mostly
Tequila?
just tequila.
Yeah.
But I think it was okay. It was okay. Not fantastic.
So again, for the money, would you suggest this or something else?
I'd suggest Amsterdam. for the
Amsterdam.
Svedka.
money. It's a little above Svedka range.
Yeah,
it's like
a
slightly
little-
more expensive than Svedka.
No, like
when
it's at the
bought
okay.
this, I also bought a bottle of Svedka for my brother, and I believe they were like within $1.
Well, Svedka's like 20, right? Generally.
They were basically the same price. It was like maybe
Yeah.
20 and 21.
Yeah.
No, but like my problem with like the range between the Svedka, Smirnoff. What's the third one?
Amsterdam? Is that
Not
what we want to count that?
nah. Like normally
Svedka,
Amsterdam.
Smirnoff,
Normally it's priced a little bit above. I guess we could bring Pinnacle or Sky. Pinnacle and
Sky, yeah.
Yeah.
Sky's probably in that range.
Sky, Svedka, and Smirnoff. They're all generally within like $2 of each other.
Yeah.
And then $2 above those is usually the Amsterdam's, the 360s.
Yeah.
And then you jump up $4, and then you have the Stolies.
And Tito's and Absolute.
All right.
They're like
Tito's again would be another $4 from that. Tito's is mid-30s.
I don't know
Or-
why it's
or-
that expensive.
Yeah, it's not
have
even
no explanation.
imported.
No. I have no
I'm
explanation.
talking liters when like I'm comparing
Oh, liters.
like handles of these to liter prices of like Stoli and Absolute.
I guess.
I don't think I've ever seen a handle of Stoli.
They do sell them.
They do?
Yeah.
I've only ever seen liters.
All right, so I have ascertained where on the bottle it says what this is made from. Nick, do you think this is made from wheat or potato?
Rye or potato.
Whatever. Is
It's,
it
it's grain or I think it's grain.
grain? I think is what it would be.
Yeah. It depends. Sometimes they specify, sometimes they don't.
Right.
I'm gonna say it's wheat or grain or whatever it is.
Yeah, this says grain.
Oh.
It says 4 times distilled and 5 times filtered from American grain.
American grain.
I did specify that's American. I mean,
Well, it's
this was
from
made. It was bottled in Missouri.
yes,
Oh,
Missouri.
a good place to get your vodka from.
Well, yeah, MO is Missouri, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Or it could be Montana.
No, I
God,
think
even worse place
No,
to get
I
your
think
vodka from.
MN is Montana.
I'm googling this.
Okay, yeah.
MN is Montana. ME is Maine.
Either way, I mean that actually is
MO
that would
is
make
Missouri.
it kind of in the same like class as Tito's then, because they're both American made. They're probably
Right.
I think Tito's is also grain. So
No, it's potato.
is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, MO is Missouri. But since I opened my phone to look that up, I got a Tinder match.
Oh,
Just
good
saying.
for you.
Yeah,
Good for you.
I'll take a gander at that after the podcast.
So yeah, I mean I'd say it's probably about in the same kind of class as Tito's, both American made vodkas. I mean that's a slippery slope I think with that kind of
I know. It
alcohol.
says it's bottled.
Yeah,
But again, like
true.
They don't
usually when it's
specify where it's distilled.
usually when it's imported, it says imported.
Yeah, so it says
No
made
matter
from
what.
American grain.
Yeah.
You really think they're going to take the grain, take it somewhere else,
Yeah.
distill it, and then take it back for bottling? That's not how that works.
Fleischmann's I think is
It could be
based
South
out of
American
like
grain.
I hate you, Jay.
Semantics.
I would
Fucking
want
semantics.
vodka from South America way less than I'd want it from Missouri.
Yeah, that would be like bathtub gin. It would just be like
Oh.
swill. Anyway, yeah, normally like Fleischmann's doesn't specify where they're from because I'm pretty sure they're from New Jersey, or like
No,
Boston,
it's
Massachusetts
I'm
or
quite
something
positive
like
it's
that.
New Jersey.
No,
Yeah,
I think
so-
they have multiple bottling locations on there.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
but I think it's their I think we looked it up and they're headquartered in New Jersey.
And it's like
So-
it's not even like in a nice suburb. It's like Newark.
Yeah, something like that. So I like usually like Absolute it says from Sweden, you
Yeah.
know, or Stoli
Svedka
is
is like from Sweden. It says it
Yeah,
all over
exactly.
the fucking bottle.
Stoli-
Stoli and
Russian.
Smirnoff are both obviously Russian, you know.
Yeah.
So like something like this, if it doesn't explicitly,
Which I
usually
thought
for
Smirnoff
vodka,
was German.
Smirnoff, no, Smirnoff's Russian.
Okay.
We
I'm
had
trying to
this
think.
conversation.
We did.
He made the Moscow Mule and
Yeah.
insert Russian name.
Yeah, right. I remember that.
But yeah, he was So usually with vodkas, because people probably distrust American vodka, and I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Because it's just not what Americans are known for.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably, if it's not specified, it's probably made somewhere in the U.S.
Yeah.
So, or Canada, maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
to be fair, they might be trying to emulate the known brands or they don't really list where they're from. You just
Yeah,
know
'cause they
where
don't have to.
Yeah.
Where's Grey Goose from?
France.
That's what I thought. Belvedere too. is
They have a
French.
By the
flag
way-
of it on there.
True.
I haven't seen a Grey Goose bottle in years.
By the way, Jinx, you owe me a long-term relationship.
Got him. Too bad this is a strictly speaking podcast.
I know, right?
But yeah, no, like I think Belvedere.
Wait, how would video have changed him owing me a long-term relationship?
No, well then he could participate in the discussion without talking, I guess.
Never mind.
Forget I
Move
said
on.
anything. So yeah, like I mean that's French. I don't know.
I don't know.
trust
They
many
have
people
a
other than,
French
like,
flag on it.
Scandinavians and Russians.
Like they don't like maybe somewhere on it says imported from Russia for Stoli, but
Yeah.
it's not really like advertised as Russian. Like
Yeah.
Grey Goose is advertised as French vodka,
Yeah.
which doesn't really make that much sense.
Have I ever mentioned on the podcast where the word vodka comes from?
I'm curious.
I don't think on the podcast.
I told
yes.
you when we were driving back from Thanksgiving.
Oh, I
So-
don't know this.
So vodka, it's a Russian word. In Russian, or I guess with a Russian accent, it'd be pronounced more like vodka, like a very soft V into like a W-E sound.
Mm.
And in Russian, wod means water, and the suffix ka would be similar to in like Spanish or Italian something like ina, which would be like small and cute. So it means like water that is like cute and dear to me. That's literally what it means in Russian.
That sounds about right.
Now,
for Russia.
on the flip side, when the Native Americans were first introduced to liquor, they called it firewater. The Russians, when they discovered liquor, called it sweet, dear, cute water.
Yeah, sounds like Russians.
It's very telling.
And that's why they don't drink water. They just drink vodka
Yes.
because it's sweet, cute water. To them,
Exactly.
apparently,
Apparently.
I
It's
don't know
cute
why.
water.
It's
They
cute.
love.
Cute water.
They just love looking at.
It's
it.
very dear to me.
It's like Fiji water. It's like a fancy water. And that's
Exactly.
What they
It's
think.
much more expensive than regular.
I just watched the movie, the Heathers, please don't sue us. And in it, they're two football players or they set up two football players to go shoot each other and make it look like a suicide. And to make it look like they were gay, they placed a bottle of mineral water there.
Oh my god!
And it was in Ohio in the 80s, and we're like, the police cop just pulls it up, and just like, the other cop comes up, and you're like, what happened here? And he just pulls out the mineral water, like, does this explain it?
Like, apparently that was an obvious clue that everyone would have figured out.
So that would be a plot for a Russian movie about two gay football players going to kill each other.
Except they'd be hockey players.
Yeah, except they'd be hockey players. Two gay hockey players going to kill each other with vodka.
No,
then they would pick it up and they'd be just like, huh, seems about right.
Fiji water.
Right, they would pick something. Yeah, exactly. They wouldn't pick vodka because vodka would just be
normal. Yeah.
All right, so we're about at that time, so let's make some mixed drinks.
What did you guys get for mixers today?
Vending machine, ginger ale.
I have Code Red Mountain Dew. One of my mainstays. Oh,
I'm gonna make my
Faderade?
one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Faderade.
Faderade?
Faderade.
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 Yeah, I don't think we've done a Faderade yet.
I've not done Faderade yet.
No.
I would be the person to do it because
you love Faderade.
Fun fact, for about the first, I want to say like 4 or 5 times I had Faderade, I blacked out. Like it's like I would do it. The way I would make it is I got a bigger one. It's like a 24 ounce, but I would get the little 12 ouncers.
Wait, wouldn't this be? Is this 60? This should be 16, right? Keep talking. Oh, it's 20 probably, but I'm looking.
Yeah. So I would get one of the little 12 ounce bottles, the smallest Gatorade bottles they have.
20 ounces.
And I would fill up to the little. I would empty the little bulb part and fill it up with vodka, and that would be about a third vodka. So it's 4 ounces of vodka, which would be 2.5 shots.
That's what killed Slag.
And that would start me out of the night.
Yes.
And let's pass it around.
Yes.
And you're making Code Red. And vodka.
Speaking of Slag, we have some things to bring up afterwards.
First of all, do we have any ice?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab that.
I'll go grab it for you.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're on that side of the table. So yes, Jake mentioned it. So hopefully our viewers, well, most of them I know you know what Chardee McDennis is because the 3 of us are most of our viewers.
Yep. Hello, us.
Hey guys.
Hello, people that are just talk to ourselves.
True. So Chardee McDennis. It's from the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Please don't sue us. But actually,
they would enjoy it.
The FX might. Yeah, they would find it really funny that we actually did this. So the game Chardee McDennis, they play in the show, and it's supposed to be the game of games. Like they literally took aspects from a bunch of other board games and made their own crazy drinking game. And if you're unfamiliar with some of the finer points of the game and how it's made and the rules and everything, just like go watch the episode on Netflix or like Google it or something, because it's not worth the time and the potential suedness to explain.
So let's just say it involves a lot of drinking.
A lot of drinking. Most of the drinking. I believe the quote is, "You get to drink during the game. Drinking is the game, Frank." I'm not playing any game if I'm not getting annihilated during it. So we played. It's played with teams of 2 or 3. And so we played Jake and Nick and our other friend Kumi, who's a big It's Always Sunny fan, on one team.
Yep. Against
myself and our friend Stephanie, who goes by Slag. That's its own story as to why her nickname was Slagathor in high school, and it just sort of stuck because she's a slag.
Describes her.
It just describes her really well.
So we did this a couple nights ago, and it was actually, we normally record our podcast on a Monday. But we were not feeling too great after playing Chardee McDennis. And
more like these 2 losers were not feeling that.
Don't call me a loser. My team won. I seem to recall my team winning.
Your team won. Like I wasn't hungover. I was hungover. I had a headache for maybe like an hour or 2 after I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was fine. I just figured I needed to give my body a rest because all I had for Chardee McDennis, since we didn't drink any liquor.
I drank some liquor.
Well, you might have. Well, after, yeah. But, like...
Yeah, you guys only made it
we only made it through beer and wine, so, A lot of carbs.
Wait, shit. Do we still have the leftover cheese from the wine and cheese reception?
The cheddar was molded. We have the goat cheese and
The brie.
brie.
You want to do some shorts involving cheese and vodka after this?
We'll discuss that after.
Yeah.
Again, shorts coming soon. But
Shorts coming very soon, and our new editor here, Nick, is gonna learn how to use Audacity.
Part-time editor. But so yeah, what do you guys think about your mixed drinks? Let's stay on topic here.
Yeah,
Come
sure.
on.
Okay. Discontinue Chardee McDennis discussion.
Yeah.
Mine has too
We'll
much
pick it up
vodka in
after.
it.
Oh, that's a shame.
Mine-
We gotta
Mine's,
sip it down and finish off the good old
Mine's
Code Red in here.
ginger ale and liquor.
Yeah, mine's a Faderade.
Yeah, mine's,
That's about it.
mine's Code Red and vodka. Wasn't the original point of this podcast to make like good mixed drinks and tell people how to like make their alcohol taste better?
What? Oh, okay.
Well,
The point of mixed drinks. If you know you're not gonna drink that much during the night, you want a mixed drink that you're actually gonna drink afterwards.
I guess.
Like, or a mixer that you will drink afterwards, or use more afterwards.
I would also say that for the purposes of this podcast and our audience, we're just going for shit that people will drink.
That's true.
You know, I would say like if you're just in college and you're just like I don't want to just drink straight liquor, you want to say like I'll mix it with Gatorade. That's easy to get.
I guess,
know,
yeah. Well,
like-
the other thing is we haven't been using triple sec because we ran out of triple sec because somebody, not anyone in this room, but I assume it's some particular person, keeps drinking all the triple sec at parties.
At
No,
one
I
particular-
just use it.
It's Jake.
Oh,
No, I
I'm
just
assuming
use
that-
it in every drink
Oh,
that I make.
I was gonna say
and I
I'm
make
pretty
most
sure.
of the drinks at the party for our friends.
Well, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure white girls also just come up and are like, "Oh my god, this is so good," and then just like pour that into
Drink
a
it.
cup. Yeah, they just drink it, and then there goes my
No.
fucking triple sec.
Lindsay for the first time, and then I
I
put
think Iona
liquor
did that a
and
few times too.
liquor and lemon juice with it, and was like, "Here you go. Oh, this is just better."
Yeah, because that's how you use it.
Yeah.
It's not PSA here. You know, that
Yeah.
was a very loud Slurpee there.
Oh, I love slurping it all up loud. Gotta.
Mhm.
That's a Slurpee cup too.
Yeah, it is a very slurpy cup.
It's a Slurpee cup or it's a Slurpee cup.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It is. It makes you slurp, and it would also be good to drink a Slurpee out of.
Yeah, that would actually be cool. You know.
And
Oh shit! You know what else we have as a
to
mixer?
our viewers,
Beer.
Do we wanna?
I actually have an idea for a short. So when
Okay.
I was, and I'll explain it.
Is it beer and vodka?
Yes, and let me tell you where this story comes from. So when I was home over break, I hung out with my friend Fed. His name is Andrew Fedorov. Obviously, he was born in Moscow, Russia as fuck. His dad and his dad's dad were both doctors for the Soviet space program,
Nice.
and his dad is now just like a cardiologist in Albany, where I'm from.
I'm pretty sure that's how they all end up.
Yeah, they just end up, as like U.S. doctors. But so, this is a fairly Russian family I was hanging out with. And his dad told us of a drink they used to make back when he was a student, where you take a glass, fill it, like 80% of the way with beer, and then you take a knife and you put it on the edge of the glass and you pour vodka off like the knife so that it pours real slowly into the glass, like real dispersed. And if you do it slowly, the vodka just forms a layer on top. You light it on fire, blow it out, and then you chug it.
Oh. Do we want to attempt that here?
do you have a lighter?
We have a
What
smoke
kind of
detector
question is
directly
that?
over our heads.
Not in the bathroom.
I'm
So,
I'm also
that
just
may
gonna
be
say,
bad for audio, but
No, well, I mean it's alcohol fumes, which it doesn't really. When you burn alcohol, it doesn't really
yeah,
smoke.
probably not. That's true. But yeah, that was more.
I have a
just joke.
knife.
Yeah, exactly. And you two both have facial hair, so it should be me.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So this may be short coming to a podcast near you.
Yeah, and we're not going to do it now, so you're going to have to hang around and actually watch our shorts when they come out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes,
okay.
or cue the intro to our shorts.
Oh, true. Because that would also likely be the intro.
Yeah.
What was I saying before that? Oh, I was just saying we could have mixed things with beer. Yeah.
And then back to discussion about mixed drinks.
Mixed drinks, right? Yeah, white girls, just drinking our fucking triple sec.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Triple
Damn
sec.
you, white girls.
Yeah.
Wow, we really recursed very deeply into our conversations.
We've got like 3 of them going on right now, and
Yeah.
it's just it's a mess.
Should we finish up the Chardee McDennis or like? There's...
Yeah, we can talk about it.
All right, so it started off with, for people who know how the game is played.
I think I know the perfect example to just say what the game is. This is one challenge of the game. Canoe asked to go get.
So the card said, name one item that each team must scavenge. First team to get the item back to the table wins this card. So I named an Allen wrench, assuming there would only be one in the suite. I was wrong. There was like 3. When I realized that Jake was getting his own out of the drawer after I'd gotten mine out of my backpack, I fucking bodied him and couldn't put it on the table. And everyone said, redo the card because Canoe almost killed Jake. Not
he's
fair.
got his knee wrapped up.
Okay,
The rug burned it. So
He knew what he was getting into.
Okay, so anyway, the reason this was we won the card from this.
You guys didn't win the card. We redid the card. We threw the card out.
No, we won the card.
And we definitely threw that
No,
card
we
out.
took, we
we
took
won.
the card.
Oh,
Yeah.
You guys cheated.
So
Because we
did you.
definitely threw that challenge flag, and I know I cheated, but like
Well,
No. We won the card because we were on mines.
It's
Oh,
a,
yeah,
it's
that's right,
a
that's why we didn't
bullshitty excuse. I don't really that
Yeah.
agree with it, but we used it to win, And,
well,
yeah,
you still lost.
I, and we still lost, but it was all for the game.
But
you know?
it made it look like we were winning for a good bit.
That's true.
Yeah,
You guys were winning for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
anyway, we won this card because Canoe body slammed me into a chair, and now I have a torn fingernail where you can see the part you're not really supposed to see.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Still partially torn,
Oh.
and it still catches on everything when I dig
Oh,
stuff
that's
out of
annoying
my.
as shit.
Yeah, it catches on everything when I'm getting out my pockets.
Dilly dilly.
I have a very large rug burn on my knee that is still not that healed yet. That I just wrapped in my gauze wrap that I keep for these kinds of injuries, and I have a visible bruise on my nose.
Yeah.
You do. I'm surprised you don't have a black eye. You hit that chair really.
No, I
fucking
hit
hard.
it with my nose.
Yeah, but a lot of times when you hurt your nose, you can get a black eye
That's
easily.
true.
So
But-
this was just one challenge of the game.
That was by far the most violent outcome of the
That
game.
was the
though.
most
Yes,
violent one.
It was the
That's
most
kind of an
violent
outlier.
outcome. But this should describe the game to everyone.
Yeah.
And describe the night in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst
Where
injury I
things
got.
just got out of control.
Yeah.
And then it ended with one of a particular teammates of the opposing team puking their guts out.
After we had won, we'd already
I wouldn't
won.
say she puked her guts out. She was just sitting on the couch and then she just kind of threw up in her lap.
I think it was puking the guts out. You would think she was like projectile vomiting. At the same time, she was like dry heaving for like into like 2
Yeah,
a.m.
she was. That's yeah.
Yeah.
She was here too even before you took her.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
But so the worst injury I sustained was in between each round. Every time a team moves up to another level, again, look up the fucking rules.
Yeah.
We're not gonna explain all of it here, but there are 3 levels, and every time a team moves up a level, there's a wine and cheese reception,
Yeah.
as Canoe mentioned earlier, and in which civility reigns. You can only address people by sir or madam, and at the end of which is we did 5 minutes. At the end of which, everyone throws their cups on the ground.
No,
and
you
screams.
say, gentlemen, suck my dick. You
Yes.
finish your drink, slam it on the ground, and then everyone starts screaming and dancing.
Exactly. So, I think maybe the second or third time we did this, I slam my cup on the ground, and my thumb slams into my chair, and I've got that like little bruise under
You're
my
a fucking
fingernail. It just kind of hurts. It's not anywhere near as bad as Jake's. I'm being a pussy, but
Or even my, this is probably
yeah,
worse.
your finger is worse than my finger, and
Yeah.
my finger is my worst injury.
Yeah.
So, you got it worse.
I didn't sustain any major injuries from this. Though I
Other
do
than
think
my
Taking care-
hangover.
I do think I'm getting a little sick because like I wasn't really hungover yesterday, but I was like not feeling well. And today,
Probably from the wine.
no, I mean just like I have like a pretty bad cold going
Oh.
on. I think
I don't know. But so
sore
yeah,
throat and such. But that also might have been because I spent 2 hours handling Slag's vomit-covered body.
you're probably right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's disgusting.
Yeah. No. Okay. So.
Oh, yeah, also-
Since we're bringing up vomit-covered bodies, there's a vomit-covered sweatshirt out in our,
Slag was
living
asking
area.
about her Hofstra sweatshirt and where it went. I'm gonna probably just send her a picture of it and be like, "You want me to throw this out?"
That's what we were asking. We didn't want to touch it, and we also didn't want to wash it or anything.
Yeah.
Because we just found it at 8:20 when Krista pointed it out.
Yeah, we didn't know it was there, and then Krista was standing up in the corner, and she's like, "Is that what is it? Whose sweatshirt is that?" and I look at it, I'm like, "Oh, that's got vomit on it. Like clearly
and then I walk in,
vomit on
chunks.
sweater, mom's
No,
spaghetti.
I remember seeing that like all of like Sunday night. I'm just like, whose sweatshirt actually is that? And
Well,
I
it
just-
says Hofstra on it. So
No, I
it's
never like.
Please don't sue us.
I never picked it up and looked at it, obviously,
Right,
because
yeah.
it was during Chardee McDennis.
Yeah.
But just like, even though I saw her walk in with it,
Yeah.
I saw her take it off, put it there,
Yeah.
just like, whose is that?
Yeah.
And
I
then
never
finally,
put it
Krista
together.
pointed out. Nick pointed out it was vomit. I was just like,
Hmm.
that's Slags.
Yeah. Thanks, Slag.
Yeah. So
She's never gonna listen to this.
I know.
Oh.
Also, no, I'm gonna send her the link when this comes out. I'm gonna be like, "You're the main topic of this conversation."
Yeah.
Skip to like the point where we start.
Skipped a minute like 30 and 31.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it is almost time for another shot.
Yeah.
But before we do that, I'll just explain what happened after I left your guys' room. So again, we finished the game. Slag starts vomiting. For about 30 minutes, we managed to get her out of here. I get her back to my room where she was supposed to be staying over. And she was supposed to sleep in the hammock under my bed because I have my bed raised up and I have my hammock underneath. It's a really great setup. I would highly recommend it. And I'm just looking at her, I'm like, she's still kind of vomiting and she's just disgusting and covered in her like own bodily fluids and stuff. So I like kind of just kept her in the bathroom for a while. Eventually I was confident enough to like let her come into my room where like fabrics are. Got her in the hammock and she's like passed out at this point. So I'm like, she is like just sitting in her own clothes that are like covered in her own puke. And so I take her clothes off and put them in the laundry, and as I'm taking them off, I'm like, wow, this could like be construed really creepily if she wakes up just like in her underwear and not how she got here. To clarify, she and I have like had relations before, so it's not that weird, and like we're also just good friends. But then as I'm doing, I'm like, well, honestly, if she like ever tried to accuse me of like wrongdoing, I just be like, you were covered in your own puke. Really? You think I'm into that? Like, look me in the eye and tell me that I wanted to have sex with you while you were covered in your own vomit.
True, but she did black out during it and doesn't know that she vomited.
Oh no, she knew she vomited.
Okay.
She knew she like was completely fucked up and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think she would have drank it enough to black out. Throw up, yes. Black out,
like,
no.
She doesn't quite remember how the game ended. She remembers throwing up and like knows how it happened. The main thing is
That's
like
a shame,
Oh,
'cause she
no,
ended the game.
she was like falling
was-
asleep.
She was
That's true,
drowning
yeah.
out, probably.
Yeah, she was browning out, and then it was more of that like after she like did her main throw up at the very beginning, she was just passing out.
Yeah,
So
that's
she wasn't
true.
really blacking out. She just wasn't awake.
Yeah, you're right.
Where with me, I'm mostly like now I just
You're just
black
walking around and just not forming memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
really
it's-
you're basically sleepwalking.
It's pretty funny to hear some of the shit that Jake's
Yeah.
done when he's blacked out.
And I'm not gonna
It
lie.
literally is like you're sleepwalking because you just get up and wander, and you don't do anything.
Yeah.
You just wander around into places that you can't get then back into your building, and then you're fucked.
No, see, those times I was sleepwalking.
You were blackout drunk. Who the hell knows if you were sleepwalking?
Exactly.
You could have legitimately woken up and walked out of the building.
Yeah, blacked out.
Yeah.
And, or slept walk out of the building.
I guess.
Who knows?
No,
Who knows the difference? Honestly,
I'm gonna call it blackout drunk.
I was unconscious.
With the panic look, never mind. Let's
Shot time.
shot time.
Also good because I really don't think, this is weird for me to say that something is inappropriate to be said on the podcast, but I really am not comfortable with saying on the podcast how Slag won the game. It was just way too disgusting. I don't, because she's not here, I'm not comfortable with saying what she was willing to do to win the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
She
She also, again, didn't quite remember that
are you
card.
talking with the video?
no.
No, after that.
No.
After
no.
the shoe.
I'll say it afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I don't remember what happened after the shoot.
Well, good.
I thought that okay.
Yeah.
No, because remember, you guys said the shoe didn't count. So the card said, pour your drink into your shoe, drink the drink.
Into a shoe.
Okay, true. We made it a shoe because she was like, these shoes are brand new. Oh my god.
It said pour your drink into a shoe.
And drink
And
it.
Canute gets the bright idea to slam a cup in pour the drink in, just throw it in Slag's face, and be like, "Drink this now," while we're all going, "No!" We're
Yeah.
just on the other side going.
We objected to that immediately.
No, but you didn't throw a challenge flag.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, you did because you pushed it at her on her before we could do that.
Realistically,
We were all drunk. We couldn't react fast enough to what you were even doing, and she just took it, choked it, slammed it down, and you're like, "The fuck?"
And then she blacked out.
yes, I still think
Round
that
out.
was a legitimate answer to the question. We poured the drink into
And-
the shoe, and then she drank the drink
And that's
from
why,
the shoe.
and that's why our reasonable opposing team answer was, "You did cheat. We won't win the game
Look,
because we were tied."
You
at
can't
this."
win the game on a cheating. Also,
Look,
We
perfectly good cheat. I applaud you for that, for thinking quickly on your feet like
you
that.
don't applaud me
But-
for making my teammate drink 3 shots of vodka.
Well, that was fucked up. But
Yeah.
as the opposing team, I have a duty to object to that.
And
I
the
do
problem-
appreciate it. It was a good idea.
The problem with it was going to be your winning card.
I
That's
guess.
also true.
Yeah, I think if
Yeah.
it hadn't been the winning card, you guys might have been like, "All right, that was
Whatever.
a
Clever.
yeah, clever."
Like if it was a catch up to us, it would have been fine.
But
But
let's do this.
All right,
okay,
cheers.
cheers, boys.
That one was worse.
That one was better.
That is not good vodka.
That was worse because it was the third drink. That's all. It definitely has a downhill.
Oh no, that was a really shitty aftertaste.
No,
going on right
yeah,
now.
Jake, I understand what you're saying about the now taste, like when it first hits you, but that
That was lingering.
yeah,
This is
that-
really
that's
not
lingering.
good for the price.
yeah, no, it's really bad.
And I bought this upstate where there's a somewhat lower, like usually bottles are like $1 or $2 cheaper because it's a lower like county tax.
Yeah,
And that is also why I kind of still wanted to do it because I knew it looked like it was going to be not worth its price. So,
Yeah, and it really wasn't.
no.
Yeah.
No,
We were having
Fuck
a
Missouri.
conversation beforehand before we did this podcast, and we were saying how it's a little overpriced, and then like it's just you could tell
Yeah.
it wasn't good, And
Yeah,
I don't know
like-
where all of it went. I mean,
Well, a
Didn't
lot of
have-
it
we didn't
went
spend
into
that
Slag's
much-
shoe.
well, oh yeah, right. But that didn't spend that. We didn't spend that
No,
much
it
time
came-
in the spirit level.
It came
And I was
here,
drinking Burnett's
So
too.
that
during
sounds
spirit level.
weird.
It came here
The spirit.
not full.
Oh, that's the other thing. I
Oh.
drank some of it with Fed.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
All right. So final thoughts.
Um,
And
it,
we'll
it's,
keep
well,
talking.
against-
after the last one, it definitely spoils your taste for it a little.
After the
Like
last what?
normally,
Oh,
I'm
after the last shot.
yeah,
Yeah.
normally like I'm used to like a slight downhill as I'm taking
Mhm.
drinks, and then there's the point where you hit it, and then it's just like
Water.
it's
Water.
water now. It doesn't
Water.
really taste like
Water.
anything. That's when you're drunk, when you know you're drinking something and it doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah.
But this is a bad way to get to that point.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not great. I would hesitate to say this, but it tasted worse than Fleischmann's.
No.
As far as no, the taste goes.
No,
It wasn't taking a shot of that wasn't worse than taking a shot of Fleischmann's, but the taste itself was horrible.
Okay, you know the Salty Spittoon episode of SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Welcome to Salty Spittoon. How tough are you? For breakfast, I ate a bowl of nails. So, without any milk. Fleischmann's is the bowl of nails with milk. That's what Fleischmann's is.
So there's something worse than that?
But only because it's actually liquid.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be drinking like the sludge out of a moonshine mill, I guess. But
Oh, yeah, that would just make you vomit. That wouldn't even be alcohol. It wouldn't be that alcoholic.
no,
It would
it's
just make you vomit.
toxic.
It would be mostly yeast.
Yes, Jake. You have to give a grade, Jake.
Yes, I have to. I'm trying to like put my thoughts into words, my feelings into words. There we go.
Yeah,
Um,
that's probably probably more accurate.
Oh yeah, it's very unoffensive in my ginger ale.
Oh, I'd be like in my mixed drink.
I'll
Yeah,
say
you know,
it mixed well.
Yeah, it mixes really well. Like,
Yeah.
like benefit to Fleischmann's cheap, and you can just put it in shit.
Yeah, you see
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like if I'm
Yeah.
gonna just get a vodka that I'm just gonna mix this with Mountain Dew, I'll save my money. I'll save a few
Yeah.
bucks and get something
and-
cheaper.
That's what is really the problem with 360. Is it's too expensive
Hmm.
for what its actual price range is, unless you want to keep a really cool looking bottle.
Oh no,
Yeah, like,
this is a pretty cool bottle.
Yeah.
I will keep this bottle around. Oh, and also the back of the bottle, it has all these like eco-friendly like bullshits on it, and apparently this whack ass pop top. They have a little part on here that says, "Finished with the cap?" ? Send it back. Return your swing top. It's called a swing top.
Interesting.
Return your swing top for reuse by visiting our website and requesting a quantity of prepaid envelopes.
So you
Interesting. You could send these
just
back.
get envelopes back?
You
No,
just get the envelope and then you send the top back in the envelope.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
I didn't. Sorry.
See, like, that's a useful idea. I wonder how many people actually do it.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder how many people actually buy 365.
Okay,
That's
to be
true.
fair,
I've never heard of it before.
If it's bottled in Missouri, and we assume most Missourians...
Yeah, it might be
drink
more
this-
local. Like, I might be able to text my aunt and uncle who live in Kansas City and be like, you ever heard of this? I'm like, yeah, we get it all the time.
And then, like, oh yeah, we always return those tops.
It's probably how Tito's started.
Yeah,
As
more
a
local.
local-
I mean,
a local
that's
Texas
how
vodka.
things always start. They always start as more local and then they expand.
Yeah.
Nothing starts as global.
Mm.
Well, I guess, like Fleischmann's gin would have started as more global because, Fleischmann's already large.
So final grade number. Give a number.
Considering price,
Yeah.
I'm going to go 5.5.
I was just about to say this. I think this is an average vodka.
7.
5 is one. I'm
Oh, where are we?
Yeah,
where
Now,
are we doing
my
average?
my
5?
skip. Okay,
I think
we
we
have-
Goddamn Canute screwed everything.
No, I say that for, that's how people, inherently grade the attractiveness of members of the opposite gender, or, the attractiveness
Yes.
of people.
Yes.
We're trying to keep this where it's an actual linear scale and not a logarithmic scale.
Fine.
Yeah, like I want to keep it. Linear scales are always nicer.
Alright,
Oh, yeah.
so linear scale grade 5 out of 10.
Yeah, like I think this is your average vodka. Like it's
Yeah.
expensive for its cost, and that's why.
Yeah, it's...
Like if it was
If this
New
was-
Amsterdam for its cost, it would be a New Amsterdam.
Yeah.
It would be lower than New Amsterdam because it's not worth the taste. But it's not even close to that, which is why it's an average vodka, including its price.
Right, like Jake, how much would you pay for this bottle?
Probably not more than 19.
I was gonna say probably
Let's say
18.
18.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a few dollars overpriced for sure.
I would grade it, I would say a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Again, just because it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
If
yeah,
this
yeah,
was
it's
if this
definitely
was the
overpriced.
same, if this was $2 more expensive than Fleischmann's, probably 6.5.
So
Nah,
you're saying, if it was
I-
like 16, 17? you
Yeah,
mean?
it would
Like
make
if
more
this was
sense for
the
the price.
same price as Fleischmann's, it would probably be a 6.5.
Yeah.
If this was the
Yeah.
same price as Fleischmann's, fuck, I'll put this at a 9. I would,
I mean,
if I got this for $14, hell to the yes.
That's true. Yeah, that is $14.
Yeah. I'm saying if it was
I think you enjoyed it more than us.
I really didn't
Yeah.
like
Oh,
it.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
way better than Fleischmann's. Like, what did we give
Yeah.
Fleischmann's again? We still gave it like a 5 because it's just
No,
so
it-
fucking cheap.
No, I gave it a
Oh, I can't
3,
remember.
I
You're right. I probably gave it something.
We'll
really
go
No,
back
what
and
was what was no Calypso? Calypso
Calypso was
my-
a 3. I give Calypso a 0.
I
Fuck
gave
you,
Calypso a
rum.
5 just because I like rum.
Yeah, fuck.
And
rum.
like it pained me to
I
give a
think
rum a 5.
Calypso was my lowest rating in Fleischmann's because it was my first rating. I might have rated it too high.
Yeah, actually, we
Yeah.
might have. Yeah, I don't know what I did with Fleischmann's.
Well,
I
we
don't
temper
remember.
our ratings as we go.
Yeah.
It's kind of it evolves.
Mhm.
So, do we want to wrap up?
Well, we have this would be a little short. So if we do, we have anything else we want to say? Do we have any other tales from Chardee McDennis? Any other? good
No, I
stories?
think our Chardee McDennis story is over.
Yeah,
we ended it really well. All we have to do is remind Nick how the game actually
Do this
ended.
after, apparently.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll remind me, and I'll
Yeah.
I'll remember because I wasn't blackout drunk.
I know.
I don't remember.
We should have Slag on as a guest at some point. She would be a good guest, I think. The first woman ever
Wait.
on this podcast. Kind of.
We have
I
a
use
lot,
the word
we-
woman. I use the word lady lightly.
to all the people that watch us, excluding us, we have a lot of guests lining up. Like we have Kumi, we have Slag, we have Corey.
Miles has to get back on again.
Miles has
Louise.
to get back on. Louise, like, see, there's a long range of these guests that we have lined up for you guys, our special viewers.
Hey, yeah, you see, we're popular. Yeah, we're popular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
none of them listen to the
No, none of them
podcast.
do.
Sometimes I get Corey to do it when he's really high. We just throw it on the Apple TV
Yeah.
and pass a bong around.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's things that Corey Chapman and I do.
All right, well, we'll wrap this up then.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode, which again is going to be a really special 10th episode
Yes.
graduation. Should we
Yes.
tell them what it's going to be, or should we let it be the
No,
surprise?
let's surprise them.
Surprise.
A little taste. It's gonna be way outside of our normal price range.
That's a good way to leave it off.
That's a good way to leave it off. On that note,
I am Nick.
I am Jake.
I'm Knut, and this has been the Liquor Run Podcast.
360 Vodka.
Dilly dilly.
Adios.